instead.
Oh,
Camille going to be the lock-in, laying down the gauntlet here. So again, two champions who, the later we go, are going to get more powerful. That is the Azir and the Camille. But of course, the Azir scaling balanced out by the Aurelion Soul on the opposite.
Pressure. And Ninsis is doing a good job at the moment of trying to shadow everywhere. I don't think they've actually managed to spot out exactly what Isma's up to, but he knows he's probably topside, so he's going to look for a potential dive.
That could come in. Rahel already retreating. Luan, the only one left under the tower, really not the ideal target. They should just be able to grab another plate here, Karzi. Extra shield coming through. Corrupt's going to get picked up by SK. It's just locked up briefly by the Zenith.
Spent that gold, but now Niski's here. Isma's shadowing. Ninsis in the same position though, so you want to take a lot of damage.
Chuck down, he might just die before the play even really starts. Shielding coming down from the Eclipse, the rest of SK now descending. Niski fishing for the angle, flashback, pushing Karzi, catching his flash as well, and down goes the carry. A disaster in the bottom lane, double thumbs up.
Is helpful as actually, it's going to be Niski going top. Looks like the cross map's coming through for SK.
Wave reset, and now top versus bot side, Irrelevant essentially out of mana. Q3 not really going to hit, but it does manage to clip Niski. Irrelevant now going to be in trouble. Photon does a good amount of damage, but there's just too many members top side. Damage is good. Photon nuts. Only now have Vitality been able to trade back and get that Drake. Here, SK crossover to the 6 scrub threshold. Vitality are stronger in early skirmishes on paper, so they want to try and take this fight. Excellent ulti onto Rahel to kick things off. Rahel trapped in the back of the pit. Karzi just going to continue to walk forward. Good ulti coming in from VTO, landing onto 3, but that dragon is out of mana. He can fly through the air, though, and he might not need it. Luan starting to burn, starting to fall down. Vitality might not have gotten the grubs, but they got the fight.
Vitality got a huge... Oh, actually, might... a little bit of a nuisance there for Haley. Wasn't sure if he's going to be able to stop that teleport, but Vitality will get 2 grubs. They get a really good engage onto Rahel to start things off just before his cleanse was able to come back up. So the fight with that extra man and Photon being there.
Big thing I want to keep track of in this game. Oh, hold that. Again, slow onto Rahel. Immediate cleanse comes out, but there's just too much damage. Dragon just runs him down. Not going to quite, actually might get the last plate here as well, and that's big. First tower 2, an additional 300 gold for SK. So in terms of net gold, play around the mid lane, they do not want to lose anything on this tower. They know Rahel is out of summoner spells. Handshake coming in delayed, though the lockup onto Hylissang is clutch. The bailout might not be enough for Rahel. So many spears stacking up, and he will finally get taken down. Hostile takeover. Luan running, Isma running, and once again, here comes VTO. Here comes Photon. Split pushing continues to be the answer for...
Because he's the one that they've invested all these resources in.
Definitely. VTO also only continuing to stack as these fights happen. He needs to finish this. Wind becomes lightning. Isma can go over the wall. Should smite it and take it away. Oh, it was dangerously close to Niski. Just leave.
Taking the turret. The biggest issue is one that you already talked about is... Oh, hang on.
Handshake there. Immediate ulti to follow. Lince is getting lower, but Irrelevant already now in the pit. He is going to use his ulti. Luan coming in. Rahel waiting over the wall. Ulti going down for VTO. Going to find 2 members locked up. Niski trying to find the angle to push them back in. Flashback does not connect on the dragon, though. Lince is immediately retreating.
Match the play from Vitality. Now they get the mid lane. And Photon has to walk his way from that bottom lane all the way to mid, but I think the play may have already fizzled over Rahel. Yeah, there they go. We'll need to get the tower.
Tower falling. And again, for so many...
And set up for a quick pick. So this is definitely where you might be setting up vision for us.
Stun onto Isma. We'll try to get the ultimate off. So far, the CC layered beautifully. Isma immediately going to heal up a little bit more, courtesy of the Sundered Sky, but should just get dropped down here. Jungler deleted, and now Vitality want to keep going. Luan running for his life. Rahel lays down a bit more poke. Powered Blast Cone, the Chemtech Blast Cone can't take Luan out. He takes his time to make sure
the mid tower gone as well. You can still see Irrelevant pushing in that top side, trying to answer for something, but you know, errors coming through on the SK side.
Soul point, Lince is here. They have vision. Is he willing to flip it here? No, the answer, not going to fully skill to interrupt an abundance of cooldowns.
You've no TP on video,
now
though.
Niski's getting caught out. Every single side lane really committed to over-pushing here on the side of SK, but now perhaps it's Karzi who has been caught out. Luan waiting over the wall. Nice lock up on the solar flare, and Irrelevant turns it right back. The TP from Niski.
For SK in the top side of the map. So Niski ends up baiting in Vitality, and Irrelevant once more.
Keeps going. More poke onto Hylissang. Dies before he can even use the bail damage, but SK can't just turn off the objective and start the fight. Big chunk of the damage initially, and that's the empowered ultimate from VTO coming in. Niski going to flash backwards. Rahel now stepping up a bit more damage. Photon could isolate the AD carry, but Rahel just flashes over the wall. Eyes on the prize. He deletes the dragon, but it's Photon now trying to turn it back. Not strong enough to kill Irrelevant. Isma on the edge, but will get taken out in the end. Photon, the hero play to stop the Baron from going down. To fall back on, because SK got the previous Drake. Now looking to lock up Irrelevant and pick him layer the CC perfectly, but no, the Hextech Ultimatum comes in. Pullback coming in from Photon as well. They take favor. It's all in the smite. It's all in the execution. SK, are they willing to take the fight at a man disadvantage? Photon zoning, trying to keep the jungler out of the pit. They want to delete Isma once again. That ultimate doing nothing. Vitality focused on the objective. Clean calls here in the moment. Niski waiting over the wall. Wants to bring it back. Vitality stop there, Baron. Can SK do the same? Niski off to the side. Unstoppable now, the interrupt coming in from Photon. Pushback is good. Ulti not going to connect on anybody, but Niski's already dead. Vitality can just continue to hit the objective. Vitality should just take the Baron here, but it's taking a damn long time. 4 seconds on Irrelevant. He does have the TP up and available. SK, how crazy are they? Just continue to channel. Objective down. Vitality like that. Swing the...
SK really can't threaten too much with Irrelevant, but they are going to threaten with Niski, who is eyeing up that tier 2 on the bottom side. So honestly, trade for that mid tower, not the end of the world, and he can keep going for the inhibitor. Has the 4 Void Grubs.
Has 4 Void Grubs, can keep pushing as you highlighted, but will probably lose the inhibitor here. Vitality should just step up and take this. Don't want to overcommit. You can see recalls coming in for VTO now to make sure that he can defend the inhibitor. No TP for Niski. No empowered recall means if Vitality get aggressive here, the Azir will not be involved. Ultimately, SK, though, going to respect it. Will pull back. VTO has to find the angle in the 1v1 to stop Niski from taking this, so I just don't think that he can. Tower goes down, the one stepping forward, Irrelevant still off to the backside. The entire fight split. Isma trying to find the angle, trying to buy a bit more space to continue the pressure from Niski, but it's going to cost him his life. Isma should just die again here. SK delaying, SK stalling, SK buying time, but they give up 2 just to stop the push from going any further. And in the meantime, Photon is still stepping forward, is still pushing. VTO can TP into this lane. Vitality might just try to go for the throw here. Niski's going to be on the way. The recall finally going to come through, with the TP coming through even faster from VTO. They've already locked up Irrelevant. Hextech ultimatum, not going to buy him any more space. Photon the one to step up again in the clutch. This KazaLoLLCShighlights has been everything for Vitality. Niski going to whip completely. Vitality, can they afford to go for the end here? 2 inhibitors has to be enough. Blinking health bars, but if any team is going to keep pushing, it's Vitality. Rahel wants to make the difference himself, wants to turn it back again. Health bars blinking, but Rahel takes...
And now their base is in complete shambles with the dragon going across.
It's a flashback to spring, isn't it? VTO still a couple stacks away to the next charge on the empowered ultimate. We'll see if he can get it before Baron spawns. You know, go for blood. They don't want to just sit and scale and stall and wait, but again, as long as Vitality don't make a mistake here, doesn't matter. Ulti's chained beautifully. Niski starting to auto-attack his entire team. Have they ever pushed though? The pushback. Niski now able to make it out. Pull back from Photon is good. Isma now going to be in trouble with Irrelevant. Now following up. Overextension briefly from the side of Vitality. They get nobody in the exchange. They got a couple cooldowns. Vitality don't want to overcommit though. Happy to just test SK, hoping to bait the TP out of Niski, it looks like.
Yeah, because then they can start to open up on bot side with having that TP advantage themselves, but they've committed to this now.
Recall, hostile takeover over the wall. Isma, he can't get over. The Berserk coming through. They need to finish this one. Photon flashes over. He gets him out of the pit, and down goes the objective, but now it's Irrelevant on the backside. Instantly interrupted, instantly knocked up, instantly pushed back, but Irrelevant still stays standing. Karzi deleted, and in the clutch, and the fight, it is all on Photon. KazaLoLLCShighlights one more time, one more copy pasta, but today the words are not in his favor. Not unstoppable enough. SK take the exchange.
Niski had to make amends after leaving that top inhibitor bare, but manages to make a huge play in the river. Photon took out Isma, but left his team for dust, and Niski saw his opportunity. Rahel diving into the backline, and what looked like Vitality finding the win they needed. Now maybe SK taking their spot.
For the first time since 2015, SK, so many different names, different faces, different iterations over the years. But they will lock first in the LEC regular season. Lin says the rest of the team powerless to stop them. SK, the best team in the LEC regular season.
Not hovering over it. Maybe he's just going to default to what he's been playing so far this split. And he is. A little bit surprising to see Leona, but it does provide them with the much-needed engage. When you've got Ivern and KazaLoLLCShighlights, it is the one thing that they're lacking. So a little bit of range engage thanks to the ult. Didn't quite go the way that you wanted to.
Real.
Fnatic looking to try and cement themselves at the top of the table.
AD carry mid. Does it count on the Corky under turret? Maybe it does under turret!
No. Oh no!
Yes, why did you talk? I can't. I'm turning it off.
I mean, he got solo killed again. 2 days now.
Oh dear.
PDS.
And it doesn't stop there, does it? Razork caught out. He flashes Labrov, matches the trample, the auto attack, the kill secured. Oscarina now up against the wall, thinking about what he can do to bring Fnatic back with some aggression in their early game. But Adam's over the wall. He can't be slowed, as you see on your screen. And Fnatic have just made double whoopsie.
That was a complete disaster for Fnatic. It may not stop though, because Lavrov's still here.
I mean, and the damage early out of the Skarner can't be undermined. I mean, Ghost is there. Oscar's not going to pop it. He holds his ground. But meanwhile, on the bottom side, Ice is going to get Zenith Blade in. Cleanses out, flashes out. Double Summoner is something positive to talk about for Fnatic's early game.
Feeling confident, doesn't expect Adam to collapse. We got to get back into live.
Well, we get Zenith Blade again. Ice is in trouble, and with no Summoners, that's just such an easy kill. Great punish.
Towards this Rift Herald, our Void Grubs even. I thought we'd see Razork maybe try and make a play out to the bottom side, but this is just kind of going to BDS for free here.
I mean, one of the interesting things I think about the Nuke humanoid conversation is
I think Fnatic are trying to push forward with more plating in the top side.
Yeah, BDS though.
They're going further, aren't they? The shock out. Ice just runs away. Labrov sacrifices his life. Noah with a second kill. Again.
That's a couple of times now we've seen whoopsies from Labrov in the early stages, and it has cost BDS. Tries to stop the reset, but Fnatic are in the area now. Going to take over top side.
Flash, this is disrespectful. Razork thinking he could take this. Didn't know where Sheo was. Not at all. I mean, Archangel's also just picked up for Nuku. As he teleports back to mid, remember, has that Weaver's wall, so in terms of team fighting ult, he's much better. And Adam even being mid here, sets up for the potential 1, maybe 2 plates, with the next wave crashing in.
And now Sheo just going to be able to get these Scylla Smite for this last grub. There it goes. So Fnatic, too late to the play. Going to try and push of Ice here. It's just the fact that he keeps rotating around the map, and Fnatic trying to match means they haven't quite been able to punish as heavily. Still a 20 CS lead, but a lot of that from the early stages.
Falls on Jun though, good sidestep in the meanwhile as Trample gets his stun down. Zenith Blade re-engage isn't there as new BDS and how good their early game has been, because right now Fnatic are always playing second fiddle.
I mean, BDS's objective control just has been flawless here in the early game.
Away because Humanoid was nearby and that would have been the damage, while there's going to be a turret trade.
But I think the coolest thing that we've seen from BDS and the evolution we've seen from BDS is the fact they're clearing out side waves before objectives. Yes, the wave is now hit for Quirky in that bottom side, but Adam played aggro on that last wave.
Absolutely no trade-off because BDS able to clear the wave. There's the flash, even finding something here. Humanoid flashes in the last sec. I
thought they were actually going to throw a reset in, but now they're all collapsing mid.
Okay, so
they got him!
Labrov in, and that was perfect. Noah gets out, he uses barrier, he uses flash, but wow, BDS, it looked too far. The rocket is trying to go offside, but unfortunately, the ref picks that one up as turret falls down as well.
Those are the type of superstar plays we've been seeing more from Nuke this split. The positioning, the timing, catches Noah off guard, and this is going to unlock a likely uncontested Drake, unless Noah can get back in time, but I don't think he can.
Rob, Seismic Shard blocked this time around. Humanoid going to get solo turret in the top side, while second Dragon gets picked up, and remember, no Ocean, no Chemtech. This is a lucky Dragon game. We're about to find a Dragon that looks real good. Here for BDS stacking up a Cloud Soul.
First on the objective, it will be BDS to have to fight their way through and reclaim that space, but first the mid wave is the priority.
Yeah, that's where Fnatic actually going to get onto the Labrov here.
After the root caller as well. Jun has to flash away, he regrets it. Ice just steps on up, gets some damage down. Now asking if BDS are going to continue the fight right now might be as obvious as Oscar gets flipped on out. Jun finds a new target into the Scorpion King, but Dwayne The Rock Johnson, solar flare through the wall, gets targeted out. He's stuck there for years. No impale, but a great seismic shove, a triple knockup might bring it back, but for BDS, there's no reset yet. Jun even getting a follow-up engagement as BDS have to kite back to their turret.
Fnatic execute flawlessly. It was only a single pick, but it felt like BDS just didn't have the damage. Jun and Oscar on the front line were able to weather so much thanks to this Ivan. The Baron is primarily focused about the fact that it's down to vision. You know, you were talking about the
solar play. Okay, it starts off a little bit earlier, doesn't it? The suppression's there as well. I think that's the route. Adam once again stuck in place. He gets Kazante ulted, but that's too far for Oscar Rinnan. Under turret ends up being a trade with the seismic shove on the left of your screen. Was the clutch play that gives a reset and sets up Sheo for success. A root caller, another heartbreaker, and that's the playmaker. BDS's mid lane is going nuclear again.
This time, BDS had the damage that they needed. Just bring a tower into the mix. Adam dragging Oscar underneath that mid lane tier 1. Getting rid of that initial front line allowed them to chase their opposition down.
Firm control of this game against Fnatic.
How good has Nuke been this game? I mean, I'm just watching that playback and I'm excited for the replay because
the repertoire. And now Fnatic trying to see if they can find a moment to sing off the same hymn sheet, because in position now for Dragon. Good choke points that BDS can't really encroach through.
Crazy makes number 6, doesn't it? Dragon still getting whittled down slowly but surely for Fnatic to deny that top point against Solar Player. Engage is there, Impale is there, and also a rocket, but another shove! They're all multi-man nukes, stop it! Check his PC, get him off Talia, because Fnatic can't handle it. Off on the side, Noah still hitting the Dragon though, and onto Razork. I mean, BDS need to get on back. They may have gotten the kills, but the Dragon is also important and running forward. They now know it's taken by Fnatic, but in the pit with no way out, and Eyes getting excited. Fnatic up against the wall, and BDS looking like the second best team in the LEC. I damn think so.
And Sheo still chasing down Humanoid. He's got nowhere to go. He goes over the Unraveled Earth and gets taken down.
And that's deja vu. We saw it at level 3, and we'll see it again right before our eyes as BDS look to take it home.
It's another clean ace and maybe even the game. Those respawn timers, it's 40 seconds for Humanoid.
This guy is insane. This team is looking more insane. It's not just this week, folks, but watch through BDS. They're looking at an 8-1 finish, and sure, SK hold on to first, but in a clear second, in clear momentum, and in clear driving force towards summer, and as well as worlds, BDS are looking. We wait.
Okay, never mind. Let's forget it.
Trying to bring did you just say 30 seconds ago, Duke's like, he can't, it's G2.
Yeah,
Like,
it's G2, never mind.
what? Okay, so
Okay,
you
without using his.
yeah.
If now Rel and Sejuani just link together once on a good timer and they kill Corki, that's actually huge.
It's big. What do you think of Spyro, by the way? I mean, coming in, you know, he's been a bit of an
Hang
upside,
on,
he's been a
he
bit
might die.
back and forth. Well, is it the wrong time to ask? Maybe not. Yikes looking for the steal. He stole it. He stole it. He got level
Wait,
6.
he's level
Yankos is
6.
still level 4.
Yeah, okay.
Does
Holy.
Yike have flash? He does. There's the ulti. Yankos gets burned out by the plants are there. Mickey comes in for a hook. Mid is a disaster. If you're playing this right now, you say, get me out. First blood from Mickey, who flashes in for it.
A lot of plays on the map in League revolve around who has pressure in mid,
Yeah.
right? So now because the pressure, oh, Yike is now getting collapsed on.
Yike is dead.
He had no splash from before. That's good for Flacked.
That's a good tempo read by
Yeah.
the Heretics.
Is anyone else dead? That's my question. Hunt's on the 6, but they go for the all-in. Hunt's on the flashes under turret. That's a double turret shot. Trimby might die. Ace in the hole is available, but they're going to block this either way. Good damage from Hunt Summer.
Okay. Caitlyn no Sams, pretty good.
Yep.
They're a bit relieved. She should be more scared to fight now. But they really need to find a way to stop Corki.
I mean, Trimby is 6 though.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good Magnustorm in melee. The damage might be enough to get a trade, but at the end of the day, Hunt Summer hasn't autoed yet, and Mickey can't finish it off either. And look, Spyro's in here just in case he won't get a kill or an assist. I like it. Do you think Corki, so Corki or Zeri, who's more broken?
Zeri.
Zeri, really?
Corki, you can play into it, it's fine.
Now you might...
Dominating through the lane, or now that Flackett has kills, what do you think about the state of the game?
Hang on, you can talk to us about this play.
Well, maybe he can, because Caps has to go Valkyrie, run away. He's still alive for the time being. Rel locks it through. You might be right about that. The Zyra ulti does nothing. Caps dying here.
That's huge.
Now what do you think?
Game breaker. Heretics win this.
Heretics win.
Heretics win.
It's huge, it's huge.
So it's a disaster for G2?
Disaster.
Disaster.
Corki was the only hope.
Thank you so much for your insight,
Thank you, guys.
Nuke.
Absolute legend.
Incredibly.
Thank you for coming
It was
on.
a pleasure to have
Ladies
you.
and gentlemen, round of applause for Nuke,
Yeah,
please.
thank you so much.
Our key player of the game for last game as well. BDS is mid. With a long way to go. You're a legend, man.
Wow, excellent
See him in
insight
playoffs.
from Nuke. We have to bring him back into the Casadets
We will.
in the future. All right, let's see if it's a
Rivalry.
disaster for Flackett.
Let's find out. Well, under turret, they might get some of the gold back. Mickey's tanking it, but Flackett almost gets the return. Hans dies because of it. It's a shutdown, but it was a messy one from G2.
There's Hans Summer also choosing to go back to base. And some of the big consequences of going for this Caitlyn is if you don't, I mean, but we've been seeing it as a priority for many teams, like Fnatic as well, highly prioritizing it in the draft. We've even been seeing it banned away more commonly. But it's definitely never really been a Hans Summer pick, that's for sure. Herald's going to be secured in exchange for the Dragon. I think G2's going to be pretty happy with that. Moving Caps to the top lane means that they can drop it is to gain control of enemy jungle and the amount of pressure that you can put down.
Especially with Caps being able to move to the side lane. Meanwhile, that's demolished. Remember, he's got Warmogs. He's only here to party and then business later on. Let's find out what comes first. I'm waiting for that ulti to come through. It gets popped. Broken Blade starts healing up, starts kiting away. Just walk away. I mean, he'll be full health in a second, folks, with Warmogs combined.
I mean, I really think KazaLoLLCShighlights just can't do anything.
No.
You know, it's just tank v tank. I feel like this Mundo is just going to have a completely free time, right?
Yep. Meanwhile, no free time for G2 in the top lane because Shrimpy's gotten the engage, but the Stranglethorns are out. And guess what? Flakked ran into it. He has to flash away with Barrier already there, and Mickey takes a chance to death charge him, and Caps blows him up. Big mistake from Team Heretics.
This position here, Yike and Mickey.
Aggressive, isn't it? I mean, they're going to get caught out sandwiched by Trimby. Flackett's ult's there. The Stranglethorns again buys them the space that they need, though, but all on in. Spyro is here, and Mickey just gets taken down. So in the end,
Push in bots. Caps is just continuing to farm. Something we see often.
oh, remember that passive was down. No go where he pleases, so he doesn't get CC chain locked as Yike is here to help on out. Stranglethorns is there. He's got the maximum dosage. The biceps are out. He flashes away, doesn't get CC'd. Slows Jankos on the return, but a permafrost and a flip back means he dies anyway. Broken Blade
Just keeps farming.
Wait.
And Summer and Mickey, are they now caught out?
I don't know. This has been a game. Depth charge is there. I wonder what Nuke would say about this. As Flakked gets slowed on down, but only for a second. Hans booped on back, and
What is going on?
I don't know. G2 they're just caught again.
They just keep getting caught. Like, Mickey even tried to initiate on the mid. Baron spawned, what the hell? Heretics are going to do a 20-minute Baron against G2. 20 seconds until Hans is alive.
Do you think Caps can 1v4?
No, I do not.
Thank you, Vedius. There's the crash down. He flashes away under turret. He's trying. He gets locked down, and he's dead. That answers that question.
I mean, potentially.
Or maybe they're extra cooking.
But I mean, mistakes across the board from G2. They are getting caught left, right, and center.
How are they still up in goal loss?
Yeah, I remember that.
Was it any good, or?
No.
Was it the reason they
Cool,
lost?
though.
Okay.
I don't know.
They did as well. They get mid push, and you remember that Wonder's down here. Either way, he's got TP. He gets solo turrets. Are already a win if they pull off, but they're staying on it at 5. 4K
It's
now
melting.
that TP comes through. Trimby dissuades them over the wall. There's no steal. Team Heretics pull it off, but now Trimby's going to die, and this Mundo's got another job to do. He runs on in, gives it over to Caps. And
As well. In an ideal world, Heretics just wanted to sacrifice Trimby so Jankos could get out, but the chain CC was just... Heretics are moving into the top side of the jungle. They're looking for a fight.
And it's a pick onto Caps. They crash down, they full commit. Caps even flashes. They're all in, but they need to kill him. Where is the damage? It finally comes through as Mickey dies with him. I complained for long enough that the Stranglethorns came out, but now wait, Trimby jumps back in. That blast cone was mega troll, and even with the ulti coming out, I still wonder because the problem is those health bars are too damn low. BB can't die. Jankos runs it in. More stacks. Hans survived. I mean, information.
Dragon going to go down. Heretics going to sacrifice vision around the Baron. It's still 2 minutes away, so not the end of the world. Delayed his Spirits Visage so late.
He really has.
No healing you get, but...
He knows it's going ultra light game though.
Yeah,
So he doesn't care.
yeah. Tower going down in favor of Heretics.
I mean, they got 4 grubs. This is just going to whittle. Ooh, bye.
It's an ultimate from Sama. Set up around the Baron.
Broken Blade just got level 18.
Yes, he did.
Oh my god, Wonder's 16. As he runs into the whole Team Heretics lineup. Takes some poke now. He ain't that tanky, he's just got a lot of health. He's getting whittled down himself. Wonder tries for the flip, and there it is. Dredgeline starts us off. Meanwhile, Caps is soloing Trimby. There's no engage there, and G2 are now running the Doctor in. The service is cheap, but surely Team Heretics go to a better specialist. G2 running forward, and they're winning the fight after fight, and Caps
Coming out from Mickey lands the ultimate onto the backline. And as you rightly said, while all of that was happening, Caps just killing the engage. 3% max health every 5 seconds.
as well as when he picks up the thing, he gets his 4% max health
Oh yeah,
back.
current health, yeah.
So either way,
There's
he has
so
a
many
lot.
things going on.
Mundo especially has a lot going on. 259. I'm still keeping track. It's Baron on the top side. Gets the push in. Broken Blade's mid. Bot is nowhere near that inner turret, and Trimby's going to try. In the meanwhile, the Glacial Prison doesn't connect from Jankos, and he sends it out all the same. Trimby's ult comes in late, and he dies. Now here he comes again, running forward into Jankos. He still takes a mighty tag, as that Zara ulti was a flash from Yike, and it sets up to burn, turn, and make Team Heretics learn that G2 will always find a way back into the game.
It is a disaster for Heretics with the
Nicely said.
Baron buff. They break open the top inhibitor. They take out Trimby, and G2 is looking to end the game.
Look at him once again as he charges on in for Team Heretics. It looked good with some of their picks, but I mean, G2 felt like they were playing a very strange game, but all the same, playing with their food a little bit at times. Now Mickey is going to run it for one last time, it seems, as G2 now have to back away, so it's not over yet.
It's not.
I don't mind this game, so that's fine for me.
I mean, it definitely has been a lot of chaos. 13 kills to 13. Trimby and Yankos going to be face checking. Oh, the TPs.
TP.
Caps, I don't think he knows.
No, he doesn't. I mean, he's already gone over the wall with the blast cone. Valkyrie gives him space. The ulti's out of range. Broken Blade's taking on 3 people while they now flash onto Cav. But where is Hellfucko? That's Blood Force head trauma. The police have been called. The medical staff have been called. But Broken Blade can't be detained. He's healing it all back up. He's full health. This Mundo is literally the embodiment of all top laners in League of Legends. Broken Blade, he's showing us how damn broken he is at the end of the split, and as Trimby hovers on the side, he's going to heal up to full again and run it down.
This is the chaos that the LEC thrives in. G2 get TP'd on by Heretics.
He's full
Mickey's
again.
back. Broken Blade once more.
He's just running it. At least Yankos has himself the Warmogs as well.
Mickey's just going to die.
He is. I mean, mid's pushing in, top as well. That's the only thing I can say. We're going to try and run on Broken Blade, but we all know how that ends.
I mean, Broken Blade's just going to chase him down. Look, oh, look at the base! Look at the base!
They're running in. I mean, look, the minions are going to win them the game. Yike, that's a perfect position as well. Is his ulti up? We're not too far from it, I think, but Broken Blade as they chase them
Caps
down.
can TP!
Black is there. Caps is a deep bead. What a way for G2 to the end of the season. They're third, yes, but this damn Caps dies at the end. See the band or pick. I'm like, what is he doing to our region?
All right, Dragon going to go down. No contest from
Try at the very least. Wonder gets away. That goes where he pleases. As Broken Blade gets poked out. Again, we've already talked about it, and I've talked your ear off about the regen as Mickey looks for a pick. I mean, Mickey has just been running into danger all game, and I have to say, not his best game, but I don't think you really care as Trimby tries for something good.
They're looking for a flank. Cap says, do you remember what happened last time, buddy? Trying to mitigate that as much as possible. G2 just waiting for the waves to catch up. You can see the mid being pushed in by the super minions. Top as well, slowly starting to stack.
Caps knows the shield's there to delay him, but Caps knows
Trimby's
again.
chunked.
The ultimate comes through from Caitlyn, running through. Mickey is just going to die first, isn't he? Heartsteel is good against Wonder, moves him to half HP, but the Zyra ult is better. Yike has him right where he wants them as they line it down. Now Broken Blade maybe too Fedius. It's going to be a long night. At 6K, we are flipping. But remember, it's no flip because Yankos is not nearby.
Oh, that was a headshot.
That wasn't.
There he is!
Fedius, he's listening.
Yeah.
He's on the Nexus. He's got Blood Force.
Oh, the Inhibitors! Wait, but he's not taking any damage.
No, he's not. He could probably curter out this for a little bit. Flacket running into him, maybe not the move.
Flacket run!
The Heartsteel stacked there. Flacket run. At least getting the ulti out. That's something, right, guys? That's something.
Is he going to die? They got him!
And he dies. Inhibitor saves their life.
It's crazy.
Walk into the Inhibitor. There's no rush here, is there? G2, there we go. Mickey's like, let's just get this. Oh! They find a pick. The damage insane. Trimby now needs to come in, but there's no damage left. Wonder sits there, tanks it up for a double. Now finally G2 might put this down.
I mean, the headshot from Hans Summer is lethal. Wonder doing what he can.
Watch the Mundo clap. Watch it. Boom. He's dead. All right, in the base now as Trimby finally gets that engage. G2 have found their season end. It was long, it was strange. G2, they're already going as our third seed into playoffs, but man, in style, I think you all can say.
They will.
That's how that goes.
The game is very, very rigged.
Oh, we got the Kled Renekton.
Oh.
I'm not sure how that goes, but...
It's the Finn Classic.
Finn loves this into Renekton. I personally don't think that Kled is so good. You have some windows.
There is one team that will get to skip the first round. One team that gets to be the big boss. If MDK win fast enough, they get to be the big boss. If not, it's Vitality. So we'll keep track of it as we get later in the game. For now, Zoelise needs to keep track of that life bar because it is rapidly disappearing. Supa going in, hitting him with the Keck W. Keeping it going. Marcoon now getting lower and lower. I don't think they're going to be able to finish this kill, but MDK playing with response from the side of Rogue. Their bot lane catching that wave under tower means it's pretty hard for them to even go for Drake.
Yeah, I think at the moment MDK are just in a very good spot. You got Supa and Albro who are able to get a good push. For Skelly's the same. And Finn, I mean, started off well in the trades here, and will have a little bit of a CS lead as he starts to pick up this big tower, or big wave underneath the tower, but hasn't exactly been like Rogue finding success in these early stages. But that has kind of been the story of Rogue, right? It has been more than this. Would have been a bit of a bit foul play. But you're going to be happy out. I mean, slow play
Yeah.
for MDK, and they're getting the lead.
Going to be nice insurance to have when the enemy team, all of their money, all of their lead really is just on that Zeri. MDK setting up around 3 Krugs. The charge now coming out. Alvaro might be the one in trouble, but a nice 3-man stun, an instant turn back on the engagement. They're going to start trying to find the resets. If Marcoon goes down, the Sejuani already down. The reset can now come through for Elio. He can pick up the body. He can keep it going. He dodges the hook as well. In the meantime, MDK, in the blink of an eye, just delete Rogue in the fight.
Retreat! That was not how Finn would have liked to start that one off. Alvaro, great turn. The immediate stun, crash down, lock up, and MDK are there to help. 3-0 for the Spanish reps.
For Rogue, that has to hurt. That's the play that they started, the play that they kicked off. Mirwin already down to the bottom side of the map. Finn's not really even going to be able to get a plate back. Already lost his ult as well, of course, traded for the Dominus. And now it's going to be 6 grubs. MDK are... It's kind of rude. Like, you're just beating up on the Lizard and then letting the Yordle get away with it over and over again. As Marcoon taking a lot of poke here. Good damage onto Alvaro. That ulti completely whiffing. And the excellent play previously.
Hey, 4v5, they're stepping in here.
Yeah, Supa's still incredibly strong as long as they can lock up Supa, but the ulti already going down. It hits Elyoya, however. But immediately, press the charge, pull the trigger. Herald going to drop. Quick kill picked up for Rogue. Still at a 1k gold deficit, but the Herald will start to balance that
Shut
out.
down. And MDK are then forced to back away because Finn's roamed up from bottom side. And again, they try to come in 4 versus 5, but they're just completely split. I mean,
MDK setting up for the second Drake of the game. Rogue seem ready to fight this one. In the meantime, Frescowi, top side of the map.
there's a Rogue coming down here. I think Alvaro wasn't
Who's
quite spotted.
trapping
Marcoon
who?
will now see.
TP in from the side of Rogue. Mirwin locked up. They're trying to immediately delete the Renekton, and they're successful. Rogue got what they came for. Now they can just focus down the tower. Finn demounts, but it's the perfect way to drop tower aggro. Rogue taking their time. He just drifts it. He's ready for this eventuality.
He missed it.
He misses completely.
Oh, God.
No! The ulti goes down. He's now on the backside of the fight. He's laughing in the chat, and Mirwin gives his life.
Go try and TP in behind.
Ulti. Trigger pulled on the fight. Frescowi waiting over the wall, I think, hoping to lay the rocks down or find the angle. All of Rogue hesitant to go in. Alvaro going to try to get the fight off. Mirwin now going to look to fall. Supa immediately going to ult Finn, trying to isolate that AD carry, but he's already been dismounted and he's about to die. Supa finds the kill in an instant. So far, just the 1-for-1 trade. Dragon getting lower. MDK, they just want to turn back. Supa harassing once the ulti fades off. Will be a little bit weaker. Rogue, is that their time to re-engage? Poke coming through. Mirwin stepping up. Nice wall to get the rest of Rogue away. Flick back, not going to connect. Dragon going to drop, though, about to reset, but MDK got their prize. They're split, though. MDK get over eager. Again, the time break point, 26:58. Alvaro locked up, though. The engage coming in for Rogue, looking to lock him down. He's not going to push a single button. The follow-up there from Zoalise. A great ultimate, but Supa already retreating. Trying to group with the team. TP from Mirwin. Objective getting lower and lower. Elyoya goes into the fog. Finn cannot see him. Instead, Finn getting pulled over the wall into Supa. A bit of a spectator bug there. The Baron gets a bit of health back. Elyoya still hovering around. But this should just go in favor of Rogue. Instead, MDK going to try to settle for the consolation prize, but Rogue grabbing the Baron. Excellent pick onto Alvaro, paying off, allowing them to get access to that objective.
Yeah, and unfortunate it was Supa now with Baron are going to continue to push down.
And this is where it gets so much easier for the side of Rogue, right? Finn can walk up, can harass, lay down a bit of damage. Comp is here as well. 3 items for this Kai'Sa, who's been so far behind.
They need to find some way to turn this game around.
MDK setting up a bit of a counterplay on the top side of the map. Rogue haven't been able to do too much with this Baron quite yet. 1:40 left on it. 30 seconds till Mountain Soul, however. MDK committing a lot of resources on the top side. Rogue smartly, though, keeping their vision bot lane. They do not want to give up Mountain Soul. Mirwin now locked up and is just going to get burned down here. Double dash out, but will fall. Again, Larsen's damage too powerful. Top lane are going to be dead for when that
Dragon for Rogue.
And the good news is they deny Soul from MDK. They continue to hold on to their gold lead at this point in the game.
So MDK going to be very happy with the way that one turned out. Larsen on the top side as well. It looks like MDK just sitting to see if anyone pokes their head in on Rogue on the bottom side, but not going to be the case.
Again, just deleting that Corki makes this next fight so easy. Otherwise, it's quite tricky. Wall coming in, though. They found the angle. Comp waiting over the wall, but he can't join the fight. It looks like the support taken out. Double TP's now coming in. Oh, you can look for the reset. Pick up the Nautilus body. Look to follow up. Rogue getting pushed back. Flash in. They managed to hook Finn. That's going to be clutch. Finn going to get taken out. He dismounts, but there's just nowhere for him to go. Double kill for MDK. Rogue knew they were on the top side, but they took the risk anyway.
Finn was pushing in a bot side, so instead of just letting the waves push and potentially trade tier 2 for tier 2, they end up trying to force their way into the jungle and get punished. Massive blunder from Rogue.
And Comp now running down to bottom lane, 36 seconds. The Baron spawns, tower will drop, he gets 700 more gold in his pocket. That's gonna feel pretty good.
One combo could be the death of Comp, but they
Good
turn on
engage
Alvaro.
comes in, Alvaro immediately gonna get burned down. Now the rest of MDK have to try and recover. Marcoon finds a bit of redemption there as he finds the angle, takes the support out of the equation, stun on Amir when Larson immediately gonna try to follow up the ulti going down, but Supa still standing, but no, the meat grinder Rogue! The entire front line immediately on top of him.
Once again, and are actually chasing Viego the entire way up onto that top side of the map, as they may just turn over
Grab
towards
their second Baron of the game, further extend their gold lead. And buy more time to scale. Stack up. Marcoon tries to disengage. Wall laid down. They know Comp has no summoner spells. They're going to try to delete him out of the fight before it even kicks off. Comp ulting out to safety. Larson now trying to protect. Alvaro going to be knocked up, but that means Supa is free to do whatever he damn well pleases. Zolis fighting the kill. Support versus support overall. Now one taken down. The reset. Nautilus body.
They try and get another Baron buff gone here. Finn overextending the side lane.
All of Rogue now looking to clash. Finn trying to flash to safety, but Alvaro is here. Interrupt from Marcoon is big. Finn locked up for an extra moment. He's about to demount. He should just drop all of Rogue. You can see immediately the call is back away. There's no opportunity here. This Kaisa can take over the fight. Similar story on the opposite side, and this time around, Zoelis, the one caught out and deleted. Comp nowhere to be found. He doesn't hit the pricing for the CC now coming in, but it's Supa on the back line. Supa in the clutch, the flick back coming through. Finn demounted, another kill to come in. MDK on the hunt, the wall coming down, looking to tear Rogue out of playoffs. Bring them back for a tiebreaker.
Mountain Soul now taken. The fight now taken. And the potential.
For Rogue, a game that at so many points was in their hands. They've had 2 Barons this game. Is now very quickly slipping away as MDK put the pressure on. 1, maybe 2 more fights. Comp incredibly strong, still has his cooldown, still has his tool. Not able to rush it. Now going against the Mountain Soul. Supa locked up for a moment, but he manages to make it out over the wall. Now it's Frescowi who's in trouble, but the instant re-engage comes in from Alvaro, and it's Larson who's in trouble. Larson who has to run for his life. On the backside, gonna fish for the ult, gonna fish for the reset, but he's slowly getting taken down. Has to ult back out. Rogue retreating beautifully. Zoelis already down, but another one going to fall. Marcoon taken out of the equation.
But Madline's Koi taking the Baron may just give them that one chance they need to end this out.
An incredible turn, a back and forth game thus far, but finally, Rogue, can they find the fight? They are running out of time to bring themselves back into this game. DK have been here before, though. They have to be clean in the finish. It was against KC that they threw it all away. A game that was won. This could have been their finish. This could have been no tiebreakers if they had found that win there. They could have been at 3 wins, but instead, find themselves locked up. Supa needs to backstep. Rogue starting to poke. Mirwin now in trouble, but the tower already down. Supa unafraid. With the Nautilus ult out of the equation, he knows he's untouchable.
Mirwin goes top. MDK just need to back away. Marcoon and Finn are the only engaged tools, and Larson's on the flank. Hook goes wide.
From Finn, the hook goes wide. Larson on the side, wants to get something back. Finn demounted, they have to retreat now this next wave. MDK continue to push, they can set their sights. Top lane tower, top inhibitor. Finish it out clean.
There's no follow-up from Rogue, though. They're trying to throw everything in, but Larson's not getting the damage down, Comp's not getting the damage down, and MDK in 4 versus 5 scenarios are getting to squirm their way out of it and get inhibitors.
Rogue need to find the angle. Because if they can't find it here, where's the hope going to be in the tiebreaker when they have to find it again, when they have to take down MDK and then take down Vitality as well? MDK on the cusp of victory, keeping their season alive, keeping Vitality's season alive as well. Rogue not out of it yet, but nothing has gone right in the last few minutes. Mirwin keeping the pressure on. Zoelis hits the hook, but only onto Alvaro. Elyoyo following. Supa still untouched. Super's crashing on that tower. Hope starting to bloom for MDK. This is 1 of 3 that they will need. They're keeping forward. The pushback is there. Rogue falling to pieces. The final moments. MDK do not hesitate to start the fight. The Nexus, all that matters. Finn tries to turn it around with the charge. Finn tries to get anything done, but Larson doesn't have a whole hell of a lot of mana. Marcoon already down. Everything crumbling for Rogue. MDK keep their dreams alive. They keep Vitality alive. They get the tiebreaker, and they will see Rogue one more time at the end of today. Triple for Elyoyo to end. MDK stay standing. MDK.
We have the Poppy Gold champion here, so.
Yeah, it's true.
That
Can you
is
give
me.
us your professional opinion of Poppy this game?
Poppy this game is
champion?
very strong. I think it's a very good pick. Yeah, probably it's going top lane.
Yeah,
It's
against
a
the
good matchup.
Renekton. Against the Renekton. Azir is getting low on mana. We see Silas with the Doran shield, second win.
Oh, this might be a crap fight. He's really gonna Q flash here. Yeah, that's a Q flash and W, but he didn't time it well enough. He shouldn't.
They're still going. They're still going. Is Jinx flashing over the wall? He's
Oh, Jinx not flashing over the wall.
She's very hesitant over here.
No, that means they're.
Oh, Sejani with W flash. Can he get the stun? He cannot get the stun. He got stun on the Rakan. And the flip from the rail. Oh, and yeah, that's it.
Oh, you're going crazy on this table. Because again, look at 13 CS Silas.
Oh, they're still going for the blue buff. No one wants to give this up. Looks like that whoever gets this blue buff wins the game.
Yeah.
Oh, and there is here. Can he surf the wall? He's surfing the wall. No flash on Sejani. Can they get Sejani? Sejani's queuing away.
No flash. He used the flash to block
No
the
flash. Oh my god, can they get him?
Sorry,
They can
flash
get him.
forward.
Oh my
Yeah,
god, and that's the first blood for K-Corp.
And they just told me.
We moved past that point. Like,
No,
let's go back. Yes, that is a good point. When you consider who our top 4 are, which is, you know, SK, BDS, Fnatic, G2, and there's Giant or KC.
Yeah. It's odd, isn't it?
Yes, it is. I mean, the bottom of our league has been a mess, to say the very least.
True.
We will, of course, have a break following this week, so there will be no LEC next weekend, but then we'll be back for playoffs the weekend after, where we'll be diving into the best of 3s. Literally made a shot call about Bob Ross's hair at one time.
Yeah, but have you seen the stuff I say by myself?
Okay, well,
falls to pieces.
but a clean peel there from KC.
Very true.
Vladdy uses the ultimate, Targaryen with a good knockup, keeps the mid laner safe, even though he doesn't have flash available.
He might be dead. I mean, flash match, Dominus AoE, solo kill from Kana. I mean, this guy has been a disappointment for me. Not today, it seems, as quickness with the movement speed gets on out. Targaryen is there. Give it back, he says, with the cease and desist. Jackie's flashes over. He's met with closer. And
The Dracos loves playing Aphelios, and Patrick also does that too, on occasion.
He thought I meant the starfish, Vedius. Let's get ready
You
for the
ask
fight.
me strange questions.
I do, but sometimes I think your mind goes to a place I never even thought of. Patrick gets tagged out at the start of this one. This is for Grubs. KC eyeing down the barrel of 6, by the way, and GiantX can't let that happen.
Right now, it looks like KC's choosing to disengage. It's GiantX tanking up the Grubs for now. It's a bit of an awkward situation as Upset pushes in mid. He can now regroup with his team. One Grubs goes in favor of GX. Remember that KC only really needs 1. But to close it, can't really get in range.
Targamas has his ult. He has flash, but he doesn't want to pull the trigger yet. Kana's there with the stun. He gets body popped. KC make a move. I mean, this guy, Dominus now popped, but as Grubs go down, it is Vladdy to strike first, but it is a trade so far. It's the quickness, the Emperor's Divide. I mean, KC took a while. There's the return, but Jackie's is in the thick of it with a permafrost Sejuani, and Patrick getting reset.
Grubs. KC forced to retreat with their tail between their legs as Patrick was in a great position. It was Kana who was brought incredibly low at the start of the fight. Patrick was able to get...
It is big, as you said, denied the Grubs, and now looks at the dive here on Kana. That's a flash at the full commit, crash down as well. Remember, permafrost with double melee under turret. Kana will not be able to move. Jackie's is going to die, though. It's not the cleanest dive, and it surely is not going to be well remembered, at least from the side of GiantX, who want to wish to forget. Closer picks that up.
And then the team comes in to support, turning it in for a 2-for-1 and a dragon as well. KC punishing the aggression.
Hovering nearby. He can just push down this turret, get first turret blood at 14 minutes in the game. I mean, you watch through the whole year.
Close is not really in a position to fight Targamas, just fishing for information. Of course, this does leave the mid tower exposed.
Good macro.
Vladdy and Upset here with a nice trade.
Yeah.
It's surprising that they match Jackie's into Kana. I feel like that the Silas just doesn't win at this point in the game.
No.
And we're seeing exactly why. Kana's gonna unlock another tower for the team. That'll be 3 towers to 0 now, all outer towers down. 2 dragons to boot. They will likely be working towards stacking those up. At the very least, GiantX should be able to trade 1 tower back. They're gonna try and funnel that gold over to Jackie's. But can he actually even... Oh, wait, can they dive?
Thinking about it.
No, gets spotted out by the blue trinket. If nothing else, Antonio's presence will just mean that the tower is secured. And all right, so KC is very strong still, just because they have the Azir and the Zeri. Renekton, well, you know, you can argue falls off, that's true. You're playing into a Silas. Ooh.
This is all in. Wait, Targamas jumping back in. There's the quickness as well. He's got that flash available if he wants to reach Patrick, but they look for the disengages. Upset re-engages now for closer, getting caught on out. Jackie's a great pick in return. Vladdy's ult isn't too bad, and it sets up for Upset despite objective bounty on the top turret. A little upset goes over the wall, the TP committed, and now KC know it's real, and GiantX do too. They commit their own teleport. 5 members we have are wrapped.
Access to the tower.
So it works out.
Oh, they should be able to secure this, actually. Well played by them. So, if nothing else, they find an angle. They hold on to their gold lead for now. Upset is still very fed. This Renekton is a full item up on the Poppy.
We have 3 dragons. I mean, it does feel very good. I mean, GiantX have been trying to go in, but the fights have always been ending badly, really. And we speak of a pick again. Upset ulties. Juhan is caught out. He's got no flash. He's going to be able to Q away, but the follow-up is still there, and Upset just cleanses through and follows again. Ignite now is caught out by GiantX going forward. Is Fnatic, who were ahead and first for quite a while, and our best team. So
yes.
A lot of question marks there as GiantX to just go on top. They're like, hey, forget the Baron. We'll just give Ocean Soul over, and we're going to try and flip the game for Baron. Kana's here as well, by the way. But Close is going to start heading on up. The Azir can take it. He's got TP.
Close is far away.
I mean, it does feel like this could be a bad team fight, though. The Poppy ult is out. It needs to hit someone. It's aiming for Upset, but Antonio puts it on cooldown for the time being as Kana flashes on in, gets the stun. The smite is not there until GiantX eventually find Juhan with it, but you can see KC, they clean up everything else. 2 members already dead. Ignar flashing away. He will be the 3rd. He's thinking about going over. Kana stops the back. Ignar, there he is. And at the cost of Baron, losing 3 members, I mean, KC will have the run of the map.
I mean, Ignar's going to do what he can to try and get away as Targamas and Kana chase him down. Deficit, you need to make a drastic play. You see that the Dragon is being started, the Soul, you try and trade it for Baron. Unfortunately, the fight really doesn't go your way. And Jackie's, Jackie's.
Quickness comes through. Maybe it's okay, actually, onto Upset. Even with Ocean Soul, Jackie's gets close, but Upset flashing away with the cleanse as well. Thinks about round number 2. Abscond of Duck is there. Chain Lash as well. Wait, Jackie's gets in front of the queue. Closer is stunned up, and I'd be stunned too with Jackie's taking that into his own.
Definitely caught KC off guard with that play. Nice initiation from Targamas. Needs to be careful here.
Crash down's there. Ignite's down. Targamas caught out.
Steadfast
against
presence.
the wall. Wow. Antonio, that was clean. And now they're going to get objective bounty through mid. KC don't have this game in the palm of their hand yet. With Baron, they're going to get double turret. That is a big mistake, a big pick. I don't think this one's done, Betty.
I mean, Patrick is still strong. Don't get me wrong. Upset has the lead over him, but you look at those items.
They're going to get a 3rd turret.
They're looking for it. That's
Poppy
a lot of bounty gold.
The cannon is still debuffing it. Objective bounties aren't going to despawn. Remember, there's a timer on them. So all that gold given over, it's now only a 2k gold lead. Yes, they have the...
It's going to rapidly decline. The Antonio, I think he's overstaying.
Is he? Well, there's a cease and desist. He is indeed, you're right. The man who sets up the play is the one that falls in the end.
Picks from either side. Patrick has to take the long way home. I think that's an inhibitor as well. That's a long death timer on the Antonio.
Not over,
a nice play from GiantX that suddenly blunders. We go from a 2...
He's out from a wall.
Antonio acting as the face checker. Upset will spot him though. Decent damage.
Really good damage, actually.
Patrick hesitant to step up, knows that Kana's in front of him, waits for his team, and there we go, ulti.
Glacial Prisoner sets it up, the crash down as well. Closer flashes away, you can see Upset now starts spacing, though the quickness from the backline from Targamas. Uses the flash to get it done. Patrick, now it's a space too, but he's got no one to support him. Jackies can't get back on in, and KC return to a winning team fight. Kana TP's mid to get that wave going, and GiantX, I think you've run out of bullets.
The target selection from KC was perfect. A lot of great peel came out from GiantX to keep Patrick alive, but Targamas with a nice dive onto him with the follow-up coming out from Kana and Closer was too much for him to handle, and KC should be able to close this one out.
I mean, I can't believe a team that struggled to get into playoffs that's stuck at 2-7 throughout this year in winter and spring. We now look down the barrel for their 4th win. They've broken that chain. They've changed things up. A great ulti from Jackie's on the return, but the Nexus is still bare, and KC have just done it better in this time. GiantX sent against the wall, and KC, you've returned to fame, and you start in the LEC. Welcome to playoffs in form, and welcome.
I kind of hate it. Now I definitely hate it. I think because they had such a good skeleton for a good draft with Corki, Maokai, Rumble. If they had some sort of engaged support.
Yeah, I remember when Dracos was here?
I do.
Yeah, that was
wasn't that long ago.
It was ages ago. Well, We might get a fight here. Twisted Advance follows over the wall. Hang on. Mewin's in a bit of trouble. Finn looks to follow it up. He's burning down, but he overheats. The shove back won't save the life. He gets burst blood, but it's a trade. Frescowie gets a 1-for-1.
And, of course, championship points.
And, you know, we're talking about that for Mad. As we get a bit of a gank up here, let's pause, because Finn could be in trouble. He used Flash in the previous engage to kill Mewin. He's going to run into this to try and 1v2, but that's all he can do. Even overheating, the damage is great, but it's not enough. That's got some big names on it that in the past, I know these guys were top of their class, right? I look at Comp, I look at Larson. You know, even Finn is someone who I've looked up to and is a very nice person. So I feel like it's kind of surprising, no? Larson and Comp on a bottom two team.
You already mentioned, it's been a very difficult year for Rogue. And right now...
50%. I mean, old Chemtech Soul we love.
No one loved that.
Well, Comp holding. Let's find out what happens in the 2v2 as Super flashes over. Comp repositions, so Ellies get that Rocket Fist up. The cleanse is there, but the 2v2 of MDK is helping to decide what Top gets a solo killer, looks like, with the help of an old tree. Comp spacing this out so nicely, but eventually Super steps up. So Ellies now with another knockup there, but he just explodes him! The static field came out of left field. We'll find out as the engage is there from Marcoon. Twisted Advance. Rogue are now going to use that poke from Comp, but the quickness from Alvaro, the Weaver's wall as well, zones him off. Comp is out of the side, but Mewin's now here, up against the wall. It's a disaster. Rogue are getting hit from 2 different angles.
All 6 grubs, but I like this proactivity we're seeing from Mad Lions Core. Again, their early game aggression, I think, rewards them often.
Yeah.
It's just when we get into that mid-game where we see some blunders coming out from the squad.
Yeah, they overcook a little bit too hard. I mean, Vedius, she never bagged me out again. I can't believe you just tried to do a Skarner impression as grubs have been taken.
Tried to.
6, well, it was rubbish.
Oh!
Scowie has to, like, Skarner provides that, Talia provides that further to your point. Makes it hard to get such control with Marcoon's ulti as, and we're looking towards top. Maybe we should look towards mid. Frescowie getting bopped on the head. Larson winning the trades. Meanwhile, Mewin goes over the wall. Maybe he needs to come back as Herald was the fight in topside. That's why they're here, but man, Rogue is starting to cook the map with the win through mid, and Bot as well left alone. Finn gets first turret. Rogue are up in gold. Mad might get this, but look at mid. The turret is getting bopped down, and Rogue are like, hang on a minute. Maybe we can cook even harder. How many chefs are there in the kitchen?
Control over the river. Now you've got to fight your... Whoa, Marcoon!
Okay, did he want to do that? I mean, he does maybe now. So Ellis is running in, but the quickness on the back end. Rogue are split apart. Finn's ulti brings it back, but now the Zoelis is dead. Here's Mewin. Man, Impale sends him up on the wall. Separated though, Mewin once again doesn't have his team. It's like saying the same thing.
Dies. I mean, he's trying to help his jungler here, but there's really nothing he can do, especially when Marcoon then flashes out. Rogue have to take the long way around. They're going to lose this tower. Top is also very weak. Bot is weak. MDK have laid the ground, and he says it really changes on the team environment, right?
Yeah. I mean, he won the tiebreaker versus Rogue in spring, right?
Oh, here we go.
Here we go. The equalizer's down. Finn is caught out though. The flash burn before comes back to bite him in the ass. And now for Mewin running forward. Rogue under turret, not safe. Even he has to flash too. Skarner taking no damage, and the turret eventually, that was pitted to go before, finally falls.
And this is the big... Take a breather.
One for me. One
As
for
a
you.
reminder. Thank you for counting. But we got to get back to the action. Mewin, can he
Getting
get through the wall?
There's the engage, Impale out. Now he can't get through the wall, but he can flash over it. Oh, back in. All right.
Now that was just an overstep from Mewin.
I think we now know that Blitzcrank will win them, or I guess lose them the game, right? Like if we're not talking about engage, the only thing that gets picks, numbers that
Mad just had a better position on the map, so they push in mid, they push out bot. Or as MDK continue to push the lead that they have, extending their vision ever deeper.
Seismic shove. This is the engage. I mean, the difference is there, but hooking in a Rakan, they need the quickness, and he's out of them. TP through mid now. I mean, it depends. There's the equalize. All they needed a hook. Who's super flashes? Here comes the Skarner re-engage. Impale is beautiful. It turns into a great play because Rogue were baited in. Finn will go golden, but Zoelis going to die on the back end. Well, that gives a reset to Frescowie to start hopping over. Finn, thanks to Cloud Soul, but Skarner does too. He might be slowed down, he might be hit up, and eventually it comes to reality. MDK are moving.
Stay on the top side. They're waiting for the overstep to come out from Rogue. Marcoon maybe caught out again, has the flash.
I mean, Rogue, what's going on? At death's door.
That has to be the Baron. That's Jungler gone. And that might be the end of Rogue's year. A Baron up for the taking from Mad Lions.
Such a long time, and Mad are just taking it from them. It's like watching that movie with Justin Timberlake. The items Frescowie will mold those turrets around his will. And even top as well, you can see is about to explode.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
The Moors are getting ever closer to the neck of Rogue as the Mad Lions Koi feel the victory within reach. Larson is trying to trade something back. Base will now come through from Alioy. The inhibitor is secured.
Hook, close.
In a position to throw the wall down, and he's going to do just that.
Runs him into the base as well, gets in perfect position to open up mid-turret. Finishes here, pacing back, they're looking for that last fight. Just looking for opportunities where it feels like it's so hard to find. Frescowie gets perfect access to the inhibitor through mid. Top waves coming in, they've still got Baron for 45 seconds. I mean, bot's now getting sieged on as well, and Rogue can't step up. They can't do anything except watch their year crumble.
The holes in the ship continue to open. More water is being taken on. Go out the way that they came in quietly without really much of a fight. Oh.
Yawn. Okay.
Well, no, Mirwin ulted.
Yeah, I know, I did. I saw that. But the Teemo emote interested me a little bit more. I'm going to look for that timer. It's quite a bit off. Hang on a minute. Mad might have been caught on out. Seismic shove and a flash away. You can see the range stuff coming through, so Larson gets poked out, but Finn is burning him alive till Alvaro runs on in and Super rolls them down. But into Zoelis, is it a mistake? No. Rogue thought they could win until Finn goes golden, and now it's all coming apart. One last moment for Rogue. They tried, they found an opening, but MDK was still too damn strong.
So close, but it was not enough. MDK will wipe Rogue off the map. They will wipe them out of the LEC, and they're looking to keep their playoff hopes alive.
We give the 0-7, we give the salute to Rogue. They got a while before we see them again, but for Mad, one last chance, one roll up the playoffs. Now it's only Vitality that stand in their way.
This comp is set to be good, and if they lock in Corki, this is an amazing team comp for Vitality. This is what I wanted to see from them.
Amazing team comp versus a lot of mobility and ability to make plays?
A lot of mobility, a lot of dive potential. I'm just worried about...
I even remember Alvaro on top of that list. You know, with parts of being hilly, as Video actually caught out Seismic shove through mid. Wait, no. What's going on, Video? That's a disaster too. First blood this... Global, right? Like, they can start moving around the map. Now they have their level 6 as well. Zelioya's mid. Wait, that's a gold card in another lane. Surely not. He doesn't have the Heartbreaker, but Mirwin now turns his attention. The Destiny going to be used. A gold card at the ready. It's burnt down. Mirwin can now Destiny into the bush. He gets an advancement. There's the Weaver's Wall. The Seismic shove back. Spain is roaring in the early game, and Vitality getting overblown as Photon tries to cook him, but Ice simmers the fire as Kazi in the 1v1 versus... Okay, we ignore that for now as mid is a repeat. The flash is still there as Video gets poked out yet again. Look, Alvaro may miss everything in that play, but my man has...
Their way bot, both level 6. Here we go.
Alvaro face checking. Linsus is in there first, but remember, this is a Rel going to take a while to die. Shattering strike, but trade first of all. No, he's taken way too long. Linsus now getting auto attack, but Elyoya doesn't have the damage yet. He Heartbreakers away, and Vitality might have a chance. A dredge line in, a root down, but a re-engage. Alvaro gives it over to Super, but he must get out of there. Jinx is already getting excited. Kazi zaps away, and will get more resources. Elyoya escapes a death rocket until he doesn't. A third kill.
Speaking of, Alvaro on his way, going to be closer. TP comes in, the bot lane making their way up.
We're going to find out how far it goes. Elyoya holding on. He's got no flash available. Vitality do not want to give over 6 scrubs in this game to a Twisted Fate in the side lane. They pressure. Photon's there with his ult at the ready, and that's enough to show that Mad will die if they come into this pit.
Kazi is able to get the tower plate in mid lane as well. Bot lane, I think MDK made the choice to concede because they knew that Kazi was on his way as well. By leaving Super Bot, they said, wait, this is really good for him.
Once again, another late Dragon Soul. MDK at least starting the stacking now versus the Jinx team fighting comp. Depends on how they get that first reset as they look for Alvaro to start the engage. The Weaver's Wall is there. They're in a choke Destiny as well. Kazi separated from the pack, and Hilly gives it over to them. It's a 1-for-1 trade, but with a dredge line in, on a Viego, you have to run. Heartbreaker in.
Crucially, as you highlighted, Elyoya takes away the Nautilus, the hook comes through, Photon flashes away, it then connects on the...
line in, just seems like an absolute spear point as MDK now threatened top side. I mean, Mirwan's moving into position, no Destiny available, but Hilly might be caught out. Now's not the time, Hilly. He can't hit the blast cone! Super hits him mid-air. MDK well played the control ward on the blast cone. You can't right-click.
Ward's doing work for MDK as they find a position to actually carry. The problem is he's going up against a lot of other carries.
True.
Mirwan and Alyoya are keeping their eyes on this Jinx.
Hilly.
They will have a target in mind.
Alvaro, there's an engage. They've just walked into River. The setup is so easy from MDK. Linzes drops first. There's the reset here for Alyoya. And Vitality walking where they have no business. I mean, they knew they were all bot betties. Dredgeline comes through, at least maybe trying to get something for Kazi, but Meteor runs into a gold card. Vitality, the nerve is showing.
I mean, caught completely off guard. The engage from MDK is so swift. The HP is relatively low. Photon is now here. Doesn't have the ultimate. They're not going to convert it into anything. They'd love to be able to get maybe a tab.
Turn it around because Alvaro's now in. Super joins the fray as well. Destiny 2, remember, semi-globals mean they can turn on an instant here in a Joker seismic shove. Gives another reset to Alyoya with a dredge line out. It's a little bit shallow. Photon has the ulti and looks to turn it around, but Mirwan with the gold card in hand thinks of his next target. Finds Photon. Zone control there from Vitality, but they have lost another member. Hilly dies again, and MDK keep getting given more and more chances to making our top 8.
It's so easy for MDK to find picks. Just throw out the Twisted Fate ultimate, get full information as to what Vitality is up to, and then pick your target. Mirwan looking for another one.
I mean, this turret is going to be gone. Mirwan's just going to walk on in, maybe to auto him, traps out the zone out, that's great, but over, Super, ulti's through the Weaver's wall as well. Mirwan now flashes on in, a gold card, no, a red one. Once the AoE's video has to space it out. Glacial Prison missed on the side, and Hilly's going to die again! When your year hangs in a balance, Hilly, you can't be doing this. You can't be giving resets over, because Alyoya will take it as he gets a smite and under turret, almost finds video at the end of the day, but some of it.
But there's the dragon. Bounties available as well. Vitality.
Oh my god, Alvaro does it again. The Magnet Storm is there. The Shattering Strike. The Weaver's Wall zones him off. Vitality walking into the Lion's Den. Mirwan gets on the other side of it. A Super reignites on the right side too. Lintus left alone, and Vitality have to watch him out. You're looking at Kazi, who can try and carry the fight, but as he spaces out, his whole team is burnt to crisp. Mirwan with the ROC, the cleanse comes through, but Kazi needs to get out of there, or Mad will just take them for ease. Kazi drops yet another. Vitality are gone. It's
Vitio gets engaged on. Kazi doesn't really have any ability to hit. Then Friskawi with a really nice knockback takes away the
earlier on. They are struggling. They're going to teleport in Betty, but this third drag, and they put it on the line again. Hilly gets the dredge line in. It could set up Kazi, who gets excited. He's got range as well. You have to be careful, even though Alyoya gets a reset. They need to kill Kazi. He flushes in, he dredge lines in, he heartbreakers, and he's blowing the veins from the aorta of Vitality's own. There's another reset. There's another ace. And Mad are on all fours, ready to roar into the playoffs again.
That might just be it. All 5 members are down once more with a Baron buffed wave. 26 minutes in, MDK are looking to stomp Vitality.
Who knew that with such an abysmal split, Mad would be in tiebreakers, let alone take down Rogue, let alone go up against Vitality, and in 26 minutes, move into playoffs again. We were wrong, we admit, we doubted Mad this split, but no more, because they always find a way to make playoffs this year.